And there we are. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Bassman, Her Ladyship, and Basswoman? Now, before we progress today, Bassman, I have something to show you. And it is that's the one I purchased ages ago. This is the one I plan to do blood red with the insignia of Manfred von Richthofen. Yeah. So yes, you and I have exactly the same V-dub. Yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. Now, I guess our next port of call. Oh, yeah, goddamn kilogram. And finally, before we get into the modeling, how's about, oh, wait, I know what I need to do. Dearie me, governor. Dearie me. Getting all into my other stuff I was. Paste. There we go. Delete. And here we go.
Oi.
See ya. Hey, how you doing? Give me, pick a letter.
R.
Huh?
R.
Okay. The letter R. Okay. We'll go with. Oh, here we go. Here's an obscure one.
All right.
Today's stream is brought to you by Roby Douglas. Colloquialism, the anus. Now apparently obsolete. This was once popular naval slang. The original Mr. Douglas is unknown to us, but Gross, in the 1785 Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, suggested that he had one eye and a stinking breath. So there we have it, the Roby Douglas. If you get, so for today, if something goes horribly wrong, you're copping it up the Roby Douglas.
The son bitch stunk all the time.
That's the one. Now,
That's pretty good.
round we come. Now,
The lobster
I
handbook of plain terms.
I have to scooch a bit early today because I've got swimming at 10.
Swimming. Wonderful.
I do. Yep. Excuse me a moment. Oh, excuse me. Now, I'm thinking, let's get this out of the way for a moment and these out of the way for a moment. I'm thinking that our first port of call will be to put the fan on. Or the belts on, at least. Because that should be a really straightforward little operation.
So are you going to do your VW up like it calls for on the box, or are you going to go a different direction?
I'm going different. Mostly in as much as there'll be two things I'll need to do differently. One is obviously the paint job. And, oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice. I'll just glue that on now. Yeah, the what it is once you get this part glued on, I'll give you a quick zoom in on the assembly sheets and I'll explain a couple of things I'll be doing differently.
All right.
But yeah, it's not so much in the structure this time as in the markings and stuff like that, if you follow me.
Yeah, well, I'm doing mine up like Herbie the Love Bug.
Come on. I won't be doing anything with the engine because different setup of engine. And yeah, well, it's not like I could drop a V8 in it or anything, unless I was doing the front, but I wouldn't.
Well, anything's possible.
Well, this is true, but that wasn't on the initial plan anyway. Let's put it that way. It is an option.
Could make a dune buggy out of it.
Oh, hell yeah. The dune buggy from hell. Now, that needs to go around that way. Hey, come here, you.
Been a rather pleasant day here today. What about your direction?
Well, it's looking at being pretty toasty. It's going to be about, now it's 32 degrees our temperature, which I would suggest is, given that, okay, 30 here is about 80 for you guys, I believe.
Okay.
And yeah, there's our belt system on.
Oh yeah, look at there.
So now the engine's really starting to come together nicely now.
Yeah, the engine's looking really nice.
So we'll let that dry. Now, V-dub. I can probably even show, actually I can even show you on the box. Okay, now zoom out. Need to get, there we go. Now, for example,
okay,
this is the paint job they recommend you to have, right?
Yep.
Now, first up, I'd be going blood red on the outside.
Ah.
The seats. Now, actually, I'm not quite sure what color they recommend for the interior, but I'd be going probably black for the interior, which would be very unusual for a V-dub, but that's fine. It's not meant to be a normal V-dub. I'd keep the bumper bars and stuff the same.
Okay.
No real need to modify them. Now, here's something that would be a bit tricksy. Is on a normal V-dub, you've got this line of well, chrome trim that goes down the middle there.
Yep.
Now, I want to put a cross there sort of thing.
The Baron Cross.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, that you'd think will get in the way to some extent. So the obvious solution is to not have that on, but the cross won't go the whole length, I don't reckon. So what I'll need to do perhaps is to consider as to how I wish to address that. It might be might not matter at all, but it might.
Do you have Baron decals for that, or are you going to hand paint them?
I may well have. If not, look, what I would need to, in fact, here we go. Here's something I can identify right now. And this is something I do need to work out. Because, okay, I'll give you one other thing. I'm going to be doing the cross there and on the side panels. On the back, I don't want to do any on the roof. That's excessive.
Right.
And I'm a little curious. Well, not curious. I'm pondering maybe one on the back, one or two on the back. There need to be small ones.
Yes. I'd probably do just one on the trunk lid. Well, the engine lid, perhaps.
Yeah. Or actually, I could do it where the retro plate is.
Okay.
That would look not in the context. That wouldn't look out or right there. Actually, that would be the one to balance the V-dub badge, because there's the V-dub 1300 badge. So you go there with it or something.
Or
That would be the anyway. What we need to consider with this. Oh, thanks, David. Now, here are some of the chrome parts. Now, interesting. There doesn't seem to be a. Let's have a look at their bonnet, by golly. Do they expect you to paint that? Which would be fine. I mean, it would be a very simple piece of painting. They do, bless their cotton socks. Well, that's going to make that real easy.
Yeah, the hood and front are separate.
Okay, now the things we need. Oh, that's interesting. They've got things sort of broken down into one color for exterior and a different color for the interior.
Yes.
I'll show you. They've got these printed off in black. That's wheel rims, mechanical stuff, da da da. This is the fuselage in white.
Yep.
Interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of strange too when they separated the colors like that. But being I'm doing Herbie, his interior is all flat gray. So
yeah, right. I might not go black, but I'll go a very dark grey, something of that ilk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Actually, you know what the color might be, but I wouldn't do it because it look kind of. Actually, no, because German it's dark grey. I was going to say the cockpit color.
Well, that's actually an idea.
And the cockpit color in most German aircraft is a very dark grey, as it happens.
I mean, being you're doing the Barons, you know, that might be a way to go on that.
Yeah. Something else I could consider. Hang on, let me get some scissors so I can open this properly. And I'll show you a couple of things I'm noticing on what would be the sideboards of the front doors. Does that mean they can have the front doors open? No. Oh, almost got me excited. Almost had to put my protection on.
Yes, we must be safe.
Now, this is another textbook piece of to me go you. And okay, it goes down to this. Here is, I'll give you the zoom in. Oop, there we go. Now that's the side of a front door, inside obviously.
Yep.
And what I'm thinking, and is, see these lines across?
Yeah.
Whether or not perhaps to go wood.
Huh. That would look good.
And then I'd still go the dark grey on those areas that I wasn't doing wood.
Yep.
Like down there. But I'm thinking, because of course the Red Baron is supposed to fly a wooden aircraft, or it could even go a different colour wood there. And go around the edge in dark grey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an idea.
I'll have to give that a bit of consideration.
Yeah, I think you need to incorporate some wood color into it.
Yeah, that would be cool. The question's going to be how much. Got it. Here we go. I'll get a bit of a pointer thing. Excuse me a moment. You can't see shit at the moment, but here we go. I'll use the bottom of it. Here we go. Now, focus again. Okay, this one will be a light wood. Around the edges here, and up and around there, dark grey. We'll separate through there with dark grey, and that'll be more of a mahogany colour.
That'd look good.
And then, of course, you have those being your handles and stuff would be chrome.
Yeah.
That used to be a handle, or was a handle, so that can't be wood. And I don't know if I do that chrome. I probably might do that. I have to think about that one. But ultimately, that's a handle that you come out that you use. It's just one of those handles you have on doors. I'll probably do it the same color as I'm doing the seats, I'd suggest.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Now,
probably do the inside the dash wood.
here's the dash. Oh, dude, that is so going to be wood.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
doing it inside the dash wood
Yeah.
will look really nice.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Then
sorry. Too late. I should have put on
that,
protection. I've done it. Too late. Ah. But yeah, that's going to happen there for sure. Now, that's a nice dash they've given too, got to say.
yeah, it's really detailed. It really is.
It's good work. Let's hear it for Tamia. Yeah, yeah. Now,
Yeah,
before
their kits are really nice.
they are,
Very
it's hard to
detailed.
floor them, and it's rare that it's hard to it's rare that you can say that with regards to kits. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I think I have mentioned to you before the thing I remember seeing because the founder of Tamiya died recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You mentioned that
But
before.
he had a vision when it came to scale models, and it's all about, I believe, the quality and the detail.
Well, you need to pull the engine panel out and look at it, how detailed it is.
Yeah, and the story runs that he purchased a Porsche 911 purely to have it disassembled so as they could make the kit for the job.
Wow.
And you got to say, there's commitment to a cause.
Wow. Yeah.
Just drop down here.
That's determination to make your stuff right.
Well, I dare say this was been a decision he made once they were a wealthy corporation, and at the point where they could afford to make those decisions. And if you're that committed to it, well, I mean that's full on. One thing I would say is, well, he is Japanese or was Japanese. They get that way.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, everything's so clean and precise.
yeah.
It's like no flaws. I mean, the line, everything's just so nice.
Now I'm going to have a quick gander at the assembly sheets just to see what it actually does or how it actually goes together, just so I can get a bit of a fix on what engine stuff we're having here. Here we go.
And when I first got the kit, I was a little concerned about the engine not being very detailed. But
VW engines are very, very simple.
yeah, they are. And
Very simple.
this one, you'll see once you pull it out and take a gander
I'm
at it.
having a look at the assembly sheets now. Now for our viewers. Bing. Here we go. So it's a pretty simple operation, as you say.
Yep.
But that was always part of their thing, I believe, was to be a very simple, easily maintainable. What's more, oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that is a VW engine if ever I saw one.
Yep. Probably got the one barrel carb, huh?
Do what?
Probably got the one barrel carb.
Oh, mate, the whole thing was again to be extremely simple and easily manageable and da 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 da, and they certainly hit that right on the nail right on the head.
Yep.
My grandfather, who, as I've told you, worked as an engineer in various capacities during the war, had no problems tinkering with his. It was only if it was something major he wanted done that he'd take it in. But yeah, V-Dub's very easy to work with.
Yeah, the one that my niece had that she learned to drive on was very easily upkept, and the gear shifting was really tight in it. You know, there wasn't very much play in it.
Yeah, it's well, this is a cool little feature as well that you can have the bonnet open or closed. I do like that.
Did it come with hinges for it? I didn't see that.
I'm just having a look now.
Even down to the windshield wiper blades.
Oh, look, here we go. You know how you asked about the hinges?
Yeah, well, I just found them.
Yeah, how good is that? For those who are wondering what the hell we're waffling about.
Yep.
You get little hinges. And I think the fact that they're separate, which means you can so easily paint them a different color if you wish.
Yep.
Again, golf clap. Got to appreciate that shit. Engine lid comes with its own little, if you want to go down that way. And it even gives you a bit of a tip with regards to that. Hold with cellophane tape.
Oh.
Yeah, for temporarily hold with just until it dries. You think, well, they're telling you everything. And look at this shit.
Yeah, it's written.
Give us note position of hinge. They're pointing out where things have got to go very exactly to get that right on. What can you say to that? Apart from well done. Really well done of them. Wow.
I like having hinges where you can open and close it, you know.
Oh, scope this out. This is some funky shit, kids. Oh, yeah. Okay. You've got all this assembled here. Now I need to zoom out just a little. What they're showing right here is that when you've got that in place with the cellophane tape, as you put that onto a little hinge here, that pushes that up and on you go. That is fucking cool. Wow. Wow. Now, that's
and it comes with the spare tire.
Yeah.
It goes.
It's got everything, man. Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, and it does say completely separate, but there's prints of the mate, and those headlights are really nice.
Yeah, the chrome pieces.
Over here, there's a brand of fish and chips. Not fish and chips, brand of like you're supposed to sort of go and you get them from a freezer shelf and you bring them home and you do whatever. And the brand is McCain. And the big line is, McCain, you've done it again. And I'm looking at this and all I'm thinking is, Tamir, you've done it again.
Very much so. Now that I'm looking more into these instructions.
Fucking beautiful.
Yeah, the engine is quite detailed.
There's a lot of shit goes on.
Drive shaft with the rubber boots.
Mate. All I can do is to go, bravo, chaps. That's some tidy work. Oh, hello, Jeff. How you doing?
Hello, Jeff. Excuse me for just a second.
Amazing train world. Yeah, why not?
Got delivery.
I've got to say, having seen some of your I get a little bit excited when you do the trains moving through because it's like, oh, here it comes. Where's the headlight? All that sort of cape. It's most exciting. Um, now. But yes, very impressed with all of that. I'm not doing much on the Volvo at the moment, but I don't really care. I'm getting very very excited about what I've seen here. Now, what we need to consider, good people, is I might have some suitable decals to draw some conclusions in here, or amongst my extra decal collection, which there's a shitload. All right, let's see if there's something in there we can use as a, for example. If I'm really lucky, I might even have some of exactly that sort of insignia. That's far from off the cards.
That would be cool.
No. Well, it's not in this batch. I think I've got another bag of them somewhere. I've got a whole stack of German ones. Okay, not in this bag. Yes, I have more than one. I find decals very handy to keep.
Oh yeah, I keep mine most definitely.
Sometimes you can have too many spare parts. I do keep a lot of my spare parts, but I had a purge recently when I realized I just had ludicrous amounts. And it's not like you need them all the time.
Yeah, I got a big old bag of decals as well.
Now let's have a look. I'm sure I've got another lot. What are these? No, they're razor blades. Where's that other bag of decals gone? Where have all my decals gone? Decals gone. Decals gone. Aha! Ha ha! I tell you, having probably burst everybody's eardrums with that exclamation. All right, now we'll get some information as to what we need. Now, and again, this is because this is looks like it's got a lot of my German stuff. So, well, this will indeed. These are not the type of crosses that I'm looking at, but it'll give us some perspectives potentially. But what I'd like to find, what the hell is this? Oh,
Well, you might can go to eBay and
that's the other. That's an option I have, and I'll probably look at that because you can get some. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, like the ones I'm doing for Herbie only cost me like $5.29.
Something I can also consider very easily is that by the time the eBay ones would arrive, I can probably just go to. No, I don't have any particular First World War ones, which is sort of surprising. Never mind. Anyway, what I can probably do is
his cross is shaped differently, right?
Yeah. Easiest way I can put it is to think, you know what I mean by an iron cross?
Yeah.
That's very much the shape of the First World War insignia.
Yep.
Now, the thing I wanted to find out then, but didn't manage to find out, is one other thing. Now, first, let's start with crosses. These are What these are 1:72 that I'm looking at here, and that not really going to cut it based on that.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Give you a zoom in. Actually, the easiest way would actually be to cut one out. It's not going to matter if I do. I'll be a bit rough with this. I don't. These. I'll just sacrifice one quite happily. There we go. Now, as you can see, doing one that size on that's going to look kind of piddling.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a joke. It is.
Yeah. I think
Now, the question will then be, how big do I want? Now, in this circumstance, yeah, eBay is going to be my friend for sure.
Put that on the trunk lid or the engine lid, and see how that fits on the engine lid.
On the engine lid, here we go. That would be probably not a bad sort of a size.
Yeah, that's about the right size I think you would want for the engine lid.
And I would say, let's have a look at the doors. Now, there is another way I can potentially address. I can just probably do it. And probably, no, still a little small on the doors, I would suggest.
Well, no, I don't think you'd want a whole lot bigger than that on the door.
Yeah, and what I was going to put here, typically on a
The iron
Fuck
cross
yeah,
the bottom is longer than the top, right?
I was going to put the sort of aircraft information that he had on there.
Oh.
They typically you'd have that. Yeah, I suppose I could actually go that size. Yeah, you don't want to go too far with it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right there.
So the only issue I'm going to have, I can probably just go, is getting myself. Now the other way I can go about this is to straight out paint it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, you can pull up a picture of it online and draw it out to the size that you need it, and then take your X-Acto knife, cut it out.
Yep, I can do that. I'll do
and
that.
that way you have
Yeah.
like
That's
a
the way to
diagram
do
with
it.
the paint inside of.
Yeah, that'll be the way to go. Because all I've got to do is I mean, a cross is not that hard. And then I'll just paint that. So what I'll do on sometime in the next however long, I need to get a Fokker DR1 kit. And that'll give us most of the decals we will require, I should think.
Oh yeah.
And then right, I'm back now. And then I should be, like I said, I'll just paint that one that's going to go on the bonnet. I don't see any point in going through a whole purchase of a whole stack of stuff just for that. But I'm quietly confident that I can just go boom. So long as I draw it neatly enough.
It's kind of cool you had that same kit.
It is. I thought it was the same kit when you showed me. And I've just been trying to remember to go and have a look. And lo and behold.
Now, I don't know what you did for yours back when you bought it, but mine was only like $27 and some change.
Oh, I can't remember what I paid for mine. To be
But
perfectly honest, a lot of the time when I now let me just check something. Now we want that to sit a bit more up like that when it finally goes in. But first, we need to get. Now here's something I can quickly check. Excuse me a moment. I need to zoom out a bit and focus. Whoop. Bit more. Bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to bring you back around to there. So let's see how much space we now have between. If I put the radiator in to its position. Come here. Ayo. Ayo. Let's get this out of the way. I'm probably doing it the hard way. Now what I'm going to do, this in position. Hey, no, it's because it's okay. What I'm going to is that just an uneven angle? Yes, it is. Now I'll need to glue this in first. What I'm concerned about is how far out. There's a little stem thing here. I think I see the problem I was having. Maybe. There we go. Hey, you cunty little thing. Okay, let's see if I need to find, or it looks like I need to find some way of getting that to sit a bit more nicely for us.
You're working on a manifold, correct?
Fun? I'm working on the getting the radiator in.
Oh, okay.
See, because this one's actually got an angled part there. I guess I could probably glue it to the back there. What I'm concerned about is there's a part of the radiator that extends out, or the part that does, that's supposed to link with the fan belt. I'm just seeing how far out that goes to. Okay, we should be okay. I'm going to glue it straight to the back here, I think, would be the trick. And I'm probably going to need to hold that for a little while. That's fine. Now, how much space do I have to use on that one? Not much. Okay. Okay. Now, what I wouldn't mind seeing if I could. That'd fix it. I'm going to see if I can find something to wedge in there
No.
to help create. Hello.
To help hold it while it dries.
Yeah, the whole even if it doesn't hold it completely up, even if it just sort of like puts it slightly in position, if you know what I mean.
All right.
But then I've got the engine to consider. Hey, no, I'm just going to have to take the punt. I'll do the boldly went Sir Robin, went forth from Camelot. See how we go. Actually, that's probably not the place to put the glue. The place to put the glue is on here. All right. Now, let's see how we go.
Man, our weather is so jacked up around here. You know, day before yesterday it was snowing, and today it was almost 55 degrees.
What the hell? Bit variable, you reckon?
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I've had that. We've had something similar to that recently, like on the there was quite a bit of rain that we got recently.
Yeah.
And it was quite chilly and all the rest of it, as you do. And the thing is, I'm going to have to keep holding this for a while. The In the days leading up, I'd been using the aircon a bit because it was quite warm. Yeah, this radiator is going to be the challenge, I think. If I can get the radiator to settle, then the engine will go in nicely. Not quite even.
Did you decide on how you're doing the drive shaft for it?
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 parts. Because I think that's the most efficient way of doing it, most sensible way of doing it. Why go through the process of an extension when you can just hide? If you follow me.
That's probably what I was. Absolutely.
Yeah, this radiator's being a bit pricky. There we
go. John Brown days going by so quick.
Still having a hard time with this radiator. Yeah, they can do. I never get everything I want done in a day. That much I will have to say.
Hey.
But that's because I think I aim to get too much done.
Well, that's what I try to do. Try to do too much shit every day.
Yeah. Right, now I'm going to let that sit at that angle.
But if I can sleep a solid 6 hours, I'm pretty good to go, though.
I like a good solid sleep myself. I mean, I can operate on very short amounts of sleep because I've had to on occasion. But if you're going, excuse me, if you're going to do security as part of the job,
After about 6 hours, I've had all I can stand, though.
But given the option, I'll always take a good solid sleep.
Get that REM sleep.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the pleasure of a Bassman crafted coffee.
No, this thing's being very cunty to me. No, okay, it's not taking. I'm going to have to find some way of flattening. Now, an obvious option here, now that I think about it.
Is it are the 2 parts painted?
Yeah. But that's okay. Now, where is what I need to find, perhaps? If this is the no, because that would have gone from there. Have I still got that piece that I cut out lying around? Because that might be. Yes, I do. Ha.
I think you just solved the puzzle.
Now, let's see how it would sit in normal situations. Somewhere around there. Okay. Excuse me. Dear, oh dear. Now, I don't want this back part, though. Here's a plan. Here's a plan, Stan. Uh-huh. Yep, got a plan indeed.
Mean to be coy, Roy.
Oh, wait, excuse me a moment. I'm back. Yeah, I always liked that set of lyrics, even as a kid, because I just thought it was a very clever use
Yep. Hop on the
of
bus.
my.
Yes.
That's the one. Set yourself free. Um, okay, in the normal, you'll need to zoom in for this one. This is what we're doing. Oh, hi, Renty, how you doing? Now, ordinarily, this would be sitting here with a whole stack of other bits with its Volvo engine and da 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 da.
Yep.
You can actually see just in, well, you might be able to give some, put my hand there. Focus. There we go. And you might be able to see just there, there's actually a little container thing almost for the radiator.
Yeah, that's what Raiders is in it.
Now, this, oh, Joseph. Well, if I put it in with that, there's a little wall thing. It's going to bring the radiator too far forward for my engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it off. Take this out there now.
Yeah.
I'm going to slice off the back wall, and I'm going to slice to the line of the radiator frame, because then still got the radiator frame to support it. And if I
That's
go
it.
the whole length with that, what I then have is it will drop into here and form a locking mechanism with which, and as I look closer, will also give me place for the battery, place for the water pump.
Well, damn, there you go.
That easy, kids.
Problem solved.
Now, just pop that over to here. Excuse me again, need to blow my nose, check time. All righty.
Dang. It's already been almost an hour.
Yeah, got a bit of time still to go though. I don't wish to scooch unnecessarily early. Excuse me. One thing I'm got to say I am enjoying with doing the cars is you can get a bit more arty with it as far as in the paintwork and stuff.
This is true.
It's not like whereas military stuff is, well, military, and they have certain colors, and that's how it is, and that's cool too. The fact that I can get a little bit more artistic, whereas with the blade that I want.
Yeah, I mean, with your aircraft, you want them to be, like they're supposed to be, versus with
Yeah,
vehicles. You
yeah.
got a smorgasbord of things you can do to them.
I might actually go the thinner ones anyway. So I'm talking to myself for a moment about which one blades I'm going to use to slice this off. I would like to find my heavier blade, I think, for the front. Of going in, I'll use at the back, I'll use one of the finer ones, but I need to find my fucking blade, I do.
I had to
Otherwise, they'll take me up the Roby Douglas.
I had to organize my little workstation here the other day, man. I had everything strode and misplaced, and
Oh, yeah, it gets quite annoying when that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Rob. Where have you put it, boy?
What you doing, lad?
Nah, not fine. It should be in one of these bloody drawers. And yet it's not. This is what we bald men call very, very cunty. Fuck's sake, Richie. Excuse me. Well, it would appear there's no option but to use the small blades then in the short term. That's annoying as all fuck. Not really. Now, what's the better? Oh, here they are. At least I can find them. And we will go the long straight one, I think. This one will do the job. Where the fuck did I put that blade? It's unlike me to leave one casually out. Well, that's not entirely true. I've done it quite a lot. But we'll leave that discussion there. Hang on. I've got an idea. Well, maybe I have an idea. Let's see if I can find. Robin. This is certainly the work of. Aha! This looks like the work of the company.
What the hell, man?
Found it at last. It was sitting like I only opened that drawer about 10 fucking times. Trying to find the bloody thing. There we go. There you get up there. Now,
I actually took my airbrush and put it away because I hadn't been using it much here in quite some time. So I cleaned it up, wound it up, and put it in my tool drawer in there with my other model pieces.
Now, oh, no, there's convenience. Look at that for a fit. How do I wish to hold that?
Because by George, I tell you, for rattle cans.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah, that's got a pretty glossy shine to it. And then I always go back and wax mine with turtle wax.
That's so sexy that if it were in front of me, it would be getting into my belly. Get into my belly. Through yet? Not even, but close enough to probably. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. There we go.
What you got going on today other than swimming?
Well, one thing I'm going to be doing, you know how I wrote that The Wisdom of Pop Culture book?
Yeah.
Well, the suggestion of my marketing dude is that we get some pictures to go with it. As an example, if I've got a quote from, say, a song, put the album cover with it. If it's from a TV show, ideally the scene, but the character, stuff like that. And so I'm getting pictures organized for that very purpose.
Oh, cool.
And it's actually not as easy as you might think. I thought it'd be a very straightforward op. Not so much. Some files don't translate across so well. So you have to do a bit of search on the. You might have found an image, but because of the nature of the image, be it right, because what I'm after mostly is JPEGs.
Okay.
But what you can get is what are like web images, and they're much harder to just casually chow down and email on. Now, other things we need to consider are, of course, copyright.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something you definitely got to contend with.
But what I'll do there is I will simply suggest to my marketing dude that, yeah, I'll send him the images and I'll say, look, these are the images I found, but we do need to be aware of this. 'Cause he's all over that sort of shit, as you'd expect. And say, look, just be aware. But these are the sort of images I'm certainly up for.
That's one thing I've never been is too computer savvy.
I've taught myself
I mean,
largely.
I can do stuff, find things and do certain things, but like you're talking about, yeah, no.
I can do.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was just Well, I'm answering David's question right now. Yes, that is something to be concerned about, David. Yes, and now the fact that I'm putting it somewhere where it's a lot of the images I've chowed down are what I would call generic, in terms of you've seen them so many times in so many places. It's almost like in the public domain sort of style.
Right.
That said, you don't want to be falling foul of copyright for no good reason. That's just silly. And they will ping you for it. It might not be the artist. It might be the company.
Oh, from
But
my
they are
understanding,
legal. Pardon?
I know YouTube, they're bad for copywriting.
Oh, mate, I've had arguments with them. If not them, Facebook I've had arguments with. Because a few times I've had these things saying, you're in copyright breach, your thing. And the thing that used to shit me was, I knew I hadn't put any music for the videos anyway. So there's straight away, there's what the fuck is this? And they wouldn't even tell me what it was. Was usually somebody had tried to use my video to put a song of theirs on in some country, sort of a thing.
You're right.
Which is just bizarre, but we'll leave that there. I guess maybe you get some more hits off of somebody else and whatever.
It's all AI controlled anyway, isn't it?
Oh, a lot of it, and basically I've actually shredded them in my reply because that's what I do.
Yeah, I would.
And said, look, if you're not even going to tell me what the piece of music is, when it occurs, or whatever,
Exactly.
you're a bunch of idiots.
Exactly. Yep.
I've gone to town on them. And I've had to do this about half a dozen times. And I've eventually got to the point where in the last couple of saying, again with this nonsense. These are the exact words I was using. And I said, look, told you before, unless you can come up with actual valid and solid, list your objections. I don't want to hear your shit.
That's it. It's off.
And I think the problem is too many people do just take their shit. That's my opinion.
Well, sadly to say, as time progresses, it's just going to get worse and worse with AI.
Yeah, you're correct. It's Jesus.
I mean, it can be a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing.
Well, yeah, these are pros and cons. Now, this is actually starting to come off a bit more than I've come off here, but I'm not wanting it to come off. It's not going to affect the bracket of the radiator, and I can still glue it in as one piece effectively. So I will. It's starting to come a little adrift where I don't want it to. Hey, you. Yeah, this raises. Let's see if this will do it for us. It's a little heavier than I wanted. Yeah, this will definitely do it for us. But there we go. We through yet? Not quite yet. Come on.
Do it, do it, do it.
I see why it's being a bit cunty to me. Now, I'm not going to get this completed because I'm going to have to go. I might do. So I'm going to have to do some more work on it. Oh, there we go. Now, yeah, that did indeed come off. Now, getting very close to getting this at least ready for going in. We'll continue to use this one as this has worked for us. Oh, come on. Dearie me. Yay.
Did you break through? Did you make contact?
I've broken through to the other side. Yeah, got it done at last. Dearie me, kids. All right. Whenever I think of the doors doing that, I think of Krusty the Clown. You know the scene I'm talking about, I think. He's at his I think it's his 25th anniversary special, but it shows him at one stage in the 70s, and he's clear. It's basically I've got that one. Well, I can't remember what the song's actually called, but yeah, I know the chorus anyway. They've got this psychedelic splash on the back wall, and he's lying on the ground, prone, going, "Break on through to the other." And he's as he's watching this in horror, he's like, "God, what was I on?" Yeah, it's the same episode where he flashes back to this a moment that's clearly meant to be in sort of like the civil rights sort of a time,
Right.
And he's got this big young black dude next to him, and he looks at him and says, he's got a mallet in his hand. He said, "Script says I'm supposed to bonk you with this. I would. Right on." Yeah, it's about it, isn't it? Yeah, you're really not going to be pushing the point with the guy, because the guy's like way bigger than him. And as he watches, he's an angry young man. I see. The cuntiness continues, I tell you. With this, because that's got to go to there. Will that create a? It will. Okay, there's a bit more that needs to be done with this before I can look realistically at getting it in. How are we traveling time-wise?
Going by rapidly.
Yeah, look, yeah, well, give me a moment. This is something I would like to see if I can get done, at least this part of it, today. You know?
Yep.
Now, come here. So I'm going to need to trim this down to there.
And rearview mirror being a little cunty.
Now, let's see if we can. Rubbing. Perhaps we can. I think we have our solution potentially in place, or well, ready to be put into place. If I can just now, this is all going to be done theoretically here. If you see what I'm saying, I haven't got it all the way across. I can probably. That would then go to
I got to get my driver's license renewed. Next month, and get my damn car inspected and tags renewed on it next month.
Is that a thing you actually have? Yeah, we don't have to do that over here.
Really?
Yeah, you just have to register your car. There's no car inspection.
Wow. Only in the United States.
Now that said, if you get pulled over by a copper and what's called defected, which is to say found that your car is not adequate,
oh yeah, ours is incorporated into our license plates now, and that when they get behind you and run your plates, they automatically know whether your car has been inspected or not, and your tags are up to date.
Yeah, well, there are certain things that you need to have up to date, and things like that are for example, if you've got run on LPG, you've got to have your tanks regularly checked and same as you would with anything else. But vehicle inspection only comes into play with. I'm going to have to finish this later off, guys. Or I might do this off during. I want to get onto this. Oh, that's looking very nice, Bassman. Let me give you a bit of solo time for that.
Well, the only thing I've done is put the rearview mirrors on with their lenses and put the rearview mirror in. Now I got to paint the roof. Yeah. But it's coming together nicely. It's going to be. I had to repaint my hood today. My hood cracked up on me, so I had to.
I'm thinking I may have been chasing my tail a bit with trying to find a way of. I'm going to have to just find a way of getting that to settle where it is. I think. Talking about the radiator here.
That's what I've done this evening.
That's what I might just have to do later on. Just because I don't want to do it all stream sort of a caper, and I've got to go now and da da da.
Right.
Alrighty. That's me there. Alrighty. We should get to 2 screens again. And that's us done for today.
We're done.
Thanks for watching. We do appreciate it. Hello, Nugget. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, first time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe.
Subscribe.
Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe. David says meow. Now, we'll be back tomorrow. It'll be another short-ish one because I've got to go to massage tomorrow, about the same sort of a time. I'll probably be able to go a bit longer though, because there's a bit less preparation involved as far as I need to organise my swimming bag and that. Anyway, so our pleasure, David, and
David.
we will catch you all tomorrow. And who knows? We'll soon discover what tomorrow's magic word will be. So yes.
Can't wait.
All righty. Oh, David's just informed us he can talk to the animals. Wait. Can you talk to the animals? Walk with the animal. Squeak and squawk. All righty. And on that note, we'll see you good people tomorrow. See yous.
Later.